to have you with us from Springfield, Missouri, Plaster Stadium, home to the Missouri State Bears. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Texas State Bobcats, squaring off with another team from Conference USA, the Missouri State Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth. The Bobcats will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Bears offense will take the first swing of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back, finding open areas. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Clark to fire. Rushes on him. Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Bears will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So the Texas State Bobcats offense will take the field for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one, David.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Sparks. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Bobcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Unloads it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. So here comes the Bear offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Going to look downfield again. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. UCF found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Knights football today. Those folks in Orlando won't remember this one forever. But they will remember it was a W. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Devin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He'll do it himself. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Bobcats line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Bears moving quickly to the line.
And that is another first down for the offense.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Fires to the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Using his legs, it's Lawrence. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Clark wants to throw. Touchdown Bears! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. It'll be 3rd and long. Trying play action. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Bobcats will line up to punt it away. Wants to return it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
The Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run play action. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Clark to fire. Makes the grab. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's fourth down. Punt is in the air. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. He'll try to pop the draw. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The Bobcats will call on their punt team. Wants to bring it back. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's caught. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Clinton. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Clark wants to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Robinson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bears want to crank the tempo. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got his man in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Give to the running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Bears are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Got his man. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now the play fake. Got his man on the right. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the counter. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The offense in hurry-up mode.
Brings up 2nd down.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Lions. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there. Getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
And the Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Clark to fire. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The give to the tailback. They stop him short and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Bears decide to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the returner will be dragged down. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. And the Bobcats headed quickly to the line. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lions. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Got his man down the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Bobcats are on the move. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll keep it himself. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And the Bobcats line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They want to throw it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Bobcats will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He caught it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Trying to slam in. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, you see all the time this running back has spent in the weight room this offseason. Did you see that stiff arm? He just pile drive that defender into the ground, get off me, and he's able to walk in for the score.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, we've got a final in that Mountain West Conference Battle of Note. Missouri came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Mountain West.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Clark wants to throw. Unloads to the right. Got his man. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Looking for room. It's Lawrence. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Handoff to the single running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Bears will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Finds his man. It's Sparks. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. And the Bobcats want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback on the keeper. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. He'll throw on 3rd down. Throws to the back. On target. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. The Bobcats will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Finds some fresh air. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Lions. And this one will be stopped for no gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Dumps it to the back. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Bobcats send out the punt unit. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Clark to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Clinton. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Looking to throw on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's got him. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in, it's Joyner. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Bobcats will hustle to the line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of...
Breaks into the open. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. And the Bobcats have their offense in high gear.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Quick completion to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Bobcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Bobcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Right back to the well. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bobcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The play action fake. Here's a heat. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Bobcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Gives it on the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it! Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And the Bobcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Florida State may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Doak Campbell Stadium every time. The Noles have been racking up road wins since the Bobby Bowden days, and they get another one today. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Clark wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Clinton. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the 2nd half. And on the very first play of the 3rd quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
The Bears will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Caught over the middle. It's Sparks. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Rides to back and leaves it. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. The Bobcats are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Here's the handoff. There he goes. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Pulls it and fires to the left. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Touchdown, Bobcats. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, diving catches always look sweet, but they look even sweeter when it's for a touchdown. That's shades of Desmond Howard back in the day, winning a Heisman Trophy and making catches against Notre Dame. That was unbelievable.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Clark to fire. Right on the money. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clinton. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff to the lone back. Fights off a defender. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped a gain of 6. And the Bears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go to the draw. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Gonna run it. It's Joyner. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. The give to the back. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, going to the air. Oh, he makes the catch. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. opportunity. Power football with the run. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Second down coming up.
We've come to the break, and Texas State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Caught in the backfield, it's Joyner. They'll stop him short on third down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they go back on top.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the fourth quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Fires to the tight end. The Bobcats in the hurry-up.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
They'll move the tight end. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And the Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Clark wants to throw. Release to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Joyner. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Off play action on first down. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. They just keep firing. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri State. Fitted in the window for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Nebraska is ahead early in Lincoln, but that's not exactly Mike Rozier out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 9 over Liberty.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Anderson.
Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Returns it down to the 47-yard line, and his defense thrives on taking the football away.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
So here comes the Bear offense. Looking for a crease. It's Lawrence. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Clark to fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today, but one bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it inside the 15. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
And the Bears line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bears! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Catch in the middle. It's Sparks. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bobcats racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a good start for this offense, but it's got to be all gas. We've got to be fast. We can't guarantee ourselves we're going to score 2 two-point conversions after we get these 2 touchdowns. Maximize this possession. Got to be aggressive.
And the Bobcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass. He wants to take the top off. Brings it down on the right side. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Trying to impose their will with the run. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. And the Bobcats started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got...
Going over the top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And, guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the first down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. Clark wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Bears will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut. Turning it on. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle, it's Anderson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bobcats want to move quickly. To the air on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Big first down sack for the defense, brings up 2nd down.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Going to the ground. Plows through the defense. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. It'll be 3rd and long. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He just refused to go down, kept finding space and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Immediately fires to the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Going to swing it on second down. Finds the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He's got an open man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
Wants to throw again. Wide open downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
First and goal. Texas State.
Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
There we go. There's step one. There's a lot of things that needs to happen for this offense, but they started with the touchdown. Time's ticking out. We got to go for 2 here. Cut this to 8, where we maybe can get another score and get that 2-point conversion to tie it.
So as big as that touchdown was, equally as big, converting this 2-point attempt and making it a 1-score game. Flips it out on the screen. He's into the end zone, and we've got a 1-possession game in the 4th quarter. Time is of the essence. Just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.